Hi, I'm Paul Brodie, back in the shop with Mitch behind the cameras. Thank you. We're going to work on the Tiger Cub today. It's been over 2 years since it got fired up, and in the meantime, it's been on the bench, and I've worked on the carburetor. I borrowed a carb off of David Craig, and his carb worked on the bike, and what we found was that I had a needle in the carburetor, the amyl carburetor, that was way too long. I got the carb used, and I made the assumption that the needle would work, but it was way too long, and so there was not enough fuel going in. So I made a needle. I took a Del Lotto needle, and you can see how long it is. It's way too long. So I made up a drawing of Dave's needle. And what I did is, can you see how if I match up where the grooves are for the circlip, then I have some red marks there. And what I would do, I held this in the drill press and I took sandpaper, fine sandpaper, and I slowly made it smaller. So I would measure, for example, so right here on the line, it's supposed to be 097, and I've got 096, which is fine. So what happened is I made the needle the exact length, and then when I was sanding it, because of the end, it got a real radius on it, and it got undersized here. So what I did on the second needle, I cut it longer, and then I sanded it to size, and then I cut it off to the length. So that was part of my learning curve. Also, in the carburetor, there's the spray nozzle that goes into the venturi. That's where the air goes through. And see these ones? These have an angle on them. And I found out that that is a two-stroke spray tube. So I had to make one. I guess I could have ordered one, but I just made one on the lathe, and it's actually a little bit longer, and on the top it's flat. So that's another modification. So this is the tool that installs it into the carburetor, because it's a little bit of a press fit. Just made it out of brass. Okay, so something else that was going on is that last time we fired it up, oil was coming out of the pushrod tube and things like that. So I made the assumption that the oil had leaked from the gas tank, the oil had leaked from the oil tank and gone down into the motor through the oil pump and into the sump. So it's Thursday now. A couple days ago on Tuesday, I opened up the sump drain, and this is the oil that I got out. That's how much oil came out of the bottom of the crankcase. So it's been 2 days, so I think what I'd like to do is to open it up again and just see how much oil comes out. What I'm planning to do, I ordered a valve, a shutoff valve, and it's going to go right in here. It's just like a little ball valve. I have to remember to switch it on every time I ride the bike. And that little thing is off eBay. It's coming from Australia. Here's the drain plug. I got the wrench on it. It's a Whitworth wrench. And a couple days ago, I emptied this. So this will be an interesting test just to see how much comes out. So a little bit is coming out, not a huge amount, but over weeks and months, I think you can get a lot more coming out. So I'll get that valve, and yeah, that's just a filter for the sump. And the size of the nut, or the wrench, 5/16 Whitworth. And the 5/16 is for the size of the thread, not the size of the hex. That's how it works in England, or used to anyway. All right, so that's done. I drained the gas because the gas is over 2 years old. Okay. This goes back in the oil tank on the other side because there's nothing wrong with it. We'll see what's in the bottom. There's a few little chips. It's a new motor, so, and it's British. Okay, we got oil. Got high tests. That's what I'm putting in, 93 octane, I think. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're going to see what happens now. It's been over 2 years. I got fresh gas. And let's see what happens. Hey! Didn't start right at first because I forgot to switch on the gas. Anyway, it runs. I'm going to grab a small screwdriver and I'm going to see if I can tune the carb just a little bit. But this is good. I'm happy with it. Okay, I'll give it a couple kicks and just see what happens. That would be quite something. It's got compression. It's got 9-to-1 piston and definitely got compression. See here, I got oil coming out. Looks like it's coming out of this seal right there. And there's something coming out right there. So I will attend to that. And we got gas leaking out of the float bowl here a little bit too. So it's a work in progress, but it runs. I'm happy with that. Thanks for tuning in. Mitch and I like coffees. Buy us coffees, it helps us. We'd like to get to 100,000 subscribers, so please hit the button. Take care. We'll see you next week.